that was the 820th and final performance. This really is the stuff that dreams are made of. God, I can't believe I'm still standing. I've done 600, 700 of these shows. I've given everything to the role, and I never thought this day would come. Here I am. It's absolutely bizarre, and I'm so grateful to you all. And now is the time to just acknowledge that and pass on some thanks. But I think theatre is it can be healing, and I think this story has such power because it's not just so funny. It's about family and the lengths we'll go to, and we all. Yeah, what a feat. People often ask me, how do you do it? Sometimes I don't know. It's taken a lot to get out here, and I've missed my own kids. And I love them dearly as well. Yeah, we all make sacrifices, but there are just so many people that make this happen, and I just want to take some time to acknowledge them. So I've got about an hour, I think. But we should start with our wonderful cast on stage. You know, obviously you saw that in the gym scene. But you know, with the injuries we fought through, the vocal problems we've had, mental problems we've had, the things that we've sucked on to try and come out here. I'm talking about lozenges. And also, as you can see, there's some people not in costume, or the glue of the West End, our swings. Sometimes we're not able to perform, sometimes we're going on holiday, and these people slot in, they know multiple roles, they're absolutely just unbelievable, like human jigsaw puzzle, you know, the way they slot in, and thanks to our dance captains, Joey and Lisa for organising it, absolutely fantastic. The children, no one can believe how great you are. To the chaperones who take care of these lovely children. The story you're telling for kids out there is so important, like mine. They've seen it, and it's about, you know, when family does break down, and it can do, and you give these kids hope, and you inspire them. Every little girl wants to be you out there, you know. I just think it's so important to tell a story where it doesn't always work out. I think that's, as I said, it's healing, and theatre can change lives. We have changed lives. I've got the letters to prove it, and I know there's so many people here who've been so many multiple times. In fact, is there anybody who hasn't seen the show before tonight? Yeah? Well, we thank you for your support so much. Our creative team, you know, John O'Farrell, are you here somewhere, John?
Carrie.
Our American counterparts, and the wonderful Jerry Zaks, who I spoke to yesterday, our director, who's in New York, and he says when the sound of laughter, an audience laughter, is like them falling in love. And I hope that we've brought that joy to you and to your lives again, you know, that we are lacking, that you fall in love with life again, and that is the greatest gift that we can give you, and that we receive. Honestly, it's an absolute privilege. Tara's kept us. She made sure it's the same show from it was the first night to what you've seen tonight. She's been absolutely wonderful. There's such a long list. I feel like it's like Adrian Brody, no? Yeah. So we're going to go through this in the way that I remember in my head. But the quick changes. I mean, everybody always talks about how do you do this show, and it's our wonderful, and it's ridiculous called wardrobe. It sounds like it's a couple of doors that open and there's a few costumes in there. These people are just geniuses, and they are. It's led by Gemma and her department. Thank you so much. Zoe on my front fire, Lewis on my back fire, Ray, they've all been, and everybody, you've all experienced how wonderful these people are. So it's just so wonderful. That's how it happens. With this, look at the team. This is how many people it takes. And we're nothing without the Craig Forrest Thomas and the Wigs Hair and Makeup team. Oh my God! When we go out, Craig, we've developed this. Craig's helped develop that mask that you see tonight. But also, when we go out and we do the social media stuff, and we have the whole movie-like thing. We glow on our face. The joy that we brought to the people that we meet, and they go, "Mrs. Doubtfire," and it brings her back. It's such a glorious thing to make people happy like that. And this work has just brought so much joy, not just inside this building, but out there and on social media. Thank you to the social media team. I think they've done a fantastic job of bringing Mrs. Doubtfire out there to you. Stage management. Oh yeah. So Sean and the team, they coordinate everything that you see on stage. Call us, show, make sure we're down herding us cats around. And Jack and James, you must say, they just look after every whim and problem that we have there. Aside from stage manager, there's also our resident crew here in the Shaftesbury who live underground here. The poor things. What they do is they do risk themselves. They risk their health and their lives. I want to thank you so much. Are you coming on today? Jimmy and his crew. They obviously, we've had show stops. They've been up there on ladders, suspended from ropes. They're actually risking their own health. And I just want to say they never get thanked. So thank you so much for all the work that you've done. That we never see. The music that makes a musical! Embassy and the band! And coupled with that, they would be nothing without our sound department. That's David Beckham! David Beckham and Ray Greenwood! Yeah, not that David Beckham, all right? Sorry. Oh, I forgot to see my David Beckham, didn't I, today? Okay. Oops, when you gotta go.
I'm sorry, we have to put it out.
Alright, so that's everybody this side. I want to thank the front of house, Nicola and the whole team there. Checking every seat, they check every seat. They do absolutely everything to make this experience great for you. Bars and beverages with those little bottles of Prosecco with Mrs. Doubtfire. We never see you, but we thank you so much for plying them with alcohol and making them laugh. And the follow spot operator, thank you. And I've got the box office, that's Kirk and Carla Wendy. We follow them all the time, trying to get tickets in our family and friends and sell the tickets to you and the great public, so thank you so much. Where are we? In our stage doorman, Andre. I think we're nearly there, but I must say a thank you to the real dream makers and that is our producers. Jamie Wilson and Jamie Wilson Productions and Kevin McCollum. You have brought not just my dream, but a lot of people's dream has culminated tonight, and with this West End run. I just want to say thank you for having the faith, because it was not an easy path for this show. This show came out in COVID in Broadway, and it really suffered, and many people would not have had the strength to believe in it. And they took us to Manchester 3 years ago, and thankfully Manchester opened their arms, and London opened their arms. Every day I see that marquee and I just think, God, someone has done that, and someone has provided this experience for us, and that is what I call the dream makers, the producers. So Emmeline as well, thank you so much for buying me squeaky clean protein. Thank you so much. And lastly, I should say thank you to you. You know, we are nothing without you, the audience. That's what we need. You know, you've shown your faith in us. For 2 years, we've managed to run this show because you fell in love with it, and you support the theatre, and I'm just so eternally grateful to be able to come out here and every night and perform for you and make your lives a bit better if we can. So, yeah, you.
Love you guys.
I think there's one more person, Robin. We never mentioned that. It's his creation that's brought us together, and you know, he transcended through the screen and into our hearts, and I'm sure he is smiling down on us now. I don't think there's anything else to say, except, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mrs. Doubtfire in the West End.